muchachos. ¿Dónde está my main squeeze?
Stephanie, your blithering idiot is here.
Thanks, Dick. Steph and I have some major celebrating to do.
Darn, it's not a mistake.
What's the matter?
They've replaced my favorite program. Just when you find a show that's intelligent, stimulating, and doesn't talk down to you, they yank it.
What show, George?
Barnaby Jones.
Whoa, coincidence-orama. This ties directly into my celebration.
You're celebrating the cancellation of Barnaby Jones?
In a way, yes. You see, the station's decided to let me try my hand at programming, and today marks the debut of the new Michael Harris schedule, or as I like to call it, MTV.
Well, any schedule without Buddy Ebsen sucks eggs.
George, don't despair. I've purchased a replacement show of equal quality and value.
Lifestyles of the solid platinum dancers?
It's a piece of fluff. They don't solve crimes or have a cute secretary or anything.
George, each episode of Barnaby has aired over 10 times.
But no matter how often I watch, I always find new things. Buddy can do more with his eyebrows than any actor I know.
Michael, I'm ready.
Well, George, I'd love to keep up this pointless debate, but we have some serious brunching to do. Steph, say it for me, just once.
I want my MTV.
Well, I refuse to take this lying down. I'm going to get Barnaby Jones back on the air. Or as Buddy would say...
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Newman. Did you sleep well?
Oh, yes. I just love your inn. Great pillows. Have you seen my fiancé, Edward?
No, but here's a note for you.
He's always writing me really embarrassing, gushy notes.
Oh.
He ran out on me. We're supposed to get married this afternoon, but he says he's not sure of his feelings.
Oh, I'm sure he'll see the light before he gets too far.
It says he's hopping the first bus for Canada.
Maybe he'll see the northern lights first.
This is awful. I can't even afford to get home.
Oh, don't worry. If you want, we'll lend you the money to get home.
Oh, you're very kind, but I believe in paying my own way.
Good for you.
I know, maybe I could get a job in this town. I used to be a waitress back in Arizona. In fact, I saw a cute cafe right next door, the Minuteman.
I happen to know they're not hiring.
Okay. Well, I'll bet you I have a job by the end of the day. I mean, the secret to getting hired is to project a strong, positive attitude. Hello.
Hi, I'm Larry. This is my brother Darryl, and this is my other brother Darryl. Please, grab a rump full of vinyl.
Oh, thank you. But I'm not here as a customer. I'm looking for a job as a waitress.
I'm sorry, but Darryl and I do fine by ourselves. We're kind of like a very oily machine.
Please, I've been all over town. You're my last hope.
I'd like to help. You'll have to excuse me. The lunch rush is about to start. Darryl, stations, please.
Hey, boys. Ma'am?
Can I take your order?
Just the usual.
I'm sorry. It's hard to remember each regular's culinary preferences.
Cup of coffee?
Oh, yeah. Cup of Joe? Can I interest you in a generous hunk of pie?
No, thanks. I don't want to be any bigger target out there than I have to.
Well, as you can see, the three of us can handle things even when it gets busy.
Well, the cheery smile of a good waitress can do a lot to stimulate business.
Afraid we got that one covered.
I'll bet I could have gotten him to take that piece of pie.
Go on. We offer him some every time he comes here.
Just watch. Officer? Are you sure you won't change your mind about this pie?
Well, I'd love to. But in my line of work, fitness equals survival.
Come on, surely one piece of pie isn't going to hurt his stomach as flat as that.
It is often mistaken for a washboard. What the hell? Pie me.
Wow. Little lady, you got a W-4 form to fill out.
Oh, really?
You're amazing. We thought we'd been saving that pie in vain for the last 6 months.
Shouldn't Kathy be back by now? She said she'd be home after the breakfast shift.
Honey, will you stop worrying about her? She was fine yesterday.
I know, but how much longer can her luck hold out?
Hi. Boy, what a morning.
What happened?
Oh, I helped them clean the griddle.
Oh, okay, that's it. You got to go home. We'll lend you the money.
Oh, thanks, but I'm not that anxious to get home anymore.
You like working with Larry and the Darrells?
They're the sweetest men I ever met. Not at all like Edward.
Really?
Well, I have to freshen up and get back there.
Hola, Loudons. Dick, great news. I think I can get the solid platinum dancers to guest on your show.
We don't do glitz.
Exactly my point. You're the only one who can break through all that phony glamour and cheesecake and grill the true measurements out of those girls.
Look, Michael, I got every beaver in town to sign this petition to put Barnaby Jones back on the air.
Well, I'm sorry, George, but the Beavers don't represent the younger audience WPIV is after. But this new show is filled with exciting things today's hip viewers want to see. The drama of the dancers' lives, their victories, their defeats, their thighs.
The only thighs I want to see belong to Buddy Ebsen.
George, maybe this will make you feel better. If you were under 30, what you're saying would matter deeply to me.
Well, maybe you don't care what I want, but the people in this town do. And I can get them all behind me. Bring back Buddy. Bring back Buddy.
So, where's my sensual senorita?
She's upstairs giving herself a facial.
Oh, boy, if I hurry, I can peel.
Those wouldn't be for me, would they? They're for Kathy, right?
She's freshening up right now.
You're going to wait, aren't you? It's a shame about this Barnaby thing, isn't it?
Why don't we put those in some water?
For Kathy, right? Great. Understand you guys are broken up about Barnaby. Fellas?
I'll just hold on to this.
Fellas, I'm sure there's a way to work this out. And on the other hand, maybe not.
Darrell, there you are. What's going on here? Are you responsible for this?
They were both bringing flowers for Kathy.
I see. Darrell, get back to the cafe and wait for me. I'm sorry you were subjected to such hormonally motivated behavior. I guess the only thing to do is find out which Darrell she prefers and lock the happy couple in a barn for a while.
Larry, I think I know Kathy well enough to say that the Darrell of her choice is neither.
Gosh, I thought between the two of them, they would have covered all ranges of taste.
Go figure.
Well, I'll update Darryl. Meantime, could you explain the situation to Miss Kathy?
Why me?
You have the ability to talk about affairs of the heart without using graphic sexual terminology.
It's a gift.
Well, see you later.
Kathy, it seems your presence at the cafe has stirred up some romantic feelings over there.
You're kidding.
No, there's no reason to be frightened.
Oh, I'm not frightened. I think it's wonderful.
You do.
I was having some feelings, too.
You were?
Which Darryl do you like?
Darryl, oh, I think they're sweet, but I like Larry.
Larry?
He's masculine, he's dependable, he's sensitive, he speaks.
He does have it all.
Kathy, this is getting pretty complicated. It's the Darryls who like you. They just got into a big fight because of it.
Oh, gosh. Well, I guess the only way to put an end to this is to go over there and tell them it's Larry I'm interested in.
Kathy, I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, I have to, Mr. Loudon. I've caused enough trouble already. Oh, dear. I know Darryl can take this, but this will break poor Darryl's heart.
Well, I never thought I'd see the day when a pretty face could turn brother against brother. Is it really worth it? Well, I have it on good authority that Kathy ain't a smidgen interested in you or you. From here on, you two leave Miss Kathy be. Now, let's see some forgiving and forgetting.
Hi, guys.
Miss Kathy?
Listen, I hate to be the cause of any friction between you, so I think it's really important that you know my feelings. What I'm trying to say is, well, this is hard for me, so... That was the only way I knew how to show you. I hope you feel the same.
Well, so far, so good.
Oh, Larry.
Excuse me. We're ready to order now.
Oh, you coming? Listen, we'll all talk later.
Oh, hi, guys. Now, Darryl, I know how this looks, but I had no idea she had eyes for yours truly. I realize this is hard to believe, coming as it does from lips that just smushed up against paradise. Look, the flea has picked out her dog. Now, get to your stations.
Is everything okay?
Don't worry. They're just a little slow to absorb things. Not unlike them plain wrapped paper towels.
Here's the order on table 5.
Darryl, 2 fruit salads, pronto.
Good thing we didn't order hot soup.
Please, remain seated. I will soon have the situation under control.
Stop it! This is all my fault that you're acting like this. Since I can't work here anymore. Before I came, you 3 were such an oily machine.
Michael, it's going to be all right.
But, Steph, I'm wet.
George, this Barnaby stuff has gone too far.
Something wrong, Michael?
You've got this whole town of hooligans out to get me. Phone operators break into my phone calls and go, Buddy, Buddy. Bank tellers demand 10 pieces of ID. And finally, I was the victim of the most hideous of all automobile crimes, the splash and run.
This is a nightmare.
Darn right, I could catch pneumonia.
Not you, me. Look, a spot of mud.
Oh, my
God!
That's it, George. Between men is one thing. But when innocent cupcakes take shrapnel...
Sorry, Michael, but people in this town take care of each other.
Well, television is a mass medium. It'll be a cold day in Hades Town when I bow to the whim of one person.
Michael, I can't date you until my clothing is safe.
Barnaby will be back on tomorrow, George.
Thank you, Michael.
George, suppose I put Lifestyles of the Solid Platinum Dancers on in place of 8 is Enough.
Life without Dick Van Patten? I'll have to get back to you.
You know, you're welcome to stay longer if you want.
Oh, thanks, but I don't think this town's too good for me. Lost 2 men in 3 days.
Hi, I'm Larry, flying solo.
Larry, what are you doing here?
Well, I figured you'd be heading out of town. I wondered if you'd mind my tagging along.
But what about your brothers?
Well, we discussed it until we ran out of the basic food groups. I told them they could have the cafe.
Larry, are you sure this is what you want to do?
Well, Miss Kathy's kiss moved me more than I've ever been moved before. Of course, nothing feminine's touched these lips since that fat lady stood up on the bus. So, is it 2 for the road?
Oh, Larry, I just know we're going to be wonderful together.
Ooh, I have to tell you, that fat lady is a distant second.
Kathy.
Edward. What are you doing here?
Kathy, I want to talk to you.
Why don't you just write me another note?
Kathy, I know I did a terrible thing, but I was scared. I mean, marriage is for life. After I left here, I realized that I'd have no life without you.
I'm sorry, Edward. While you were gone, I met a very sweet, gentle, kind man. He's coming back to Arizona with me.
I thought he was married to her.
No, not me. Him. Larry.
Wow, I really hurt you, didn't I?
We have nothing more to say to each other, Edward.
Kathy, please.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Well, we have a bus to catch.
I don't think so, Miss Kathy.
What's wrong?
I know this may sound crazy, you being such a tasty bag of groceries and all, but I just don't think it'd be right.
Well, Larry, don't worry about Edward. You heard me tell him that we're through.
I heard what you told him, but your mouth was having a major argument with your eyes. There's a bird in these woods called a sapsucker. When it mates for life. The boy sapsucker and the girl sapsucker just have something in their eyes that says, I'm for you and you're for me, forever. I saw that something in your eye for Edward, and in his for you.
Larry, people are not sapsuckers.
I don't know. Cover them with feathers, jam a big snout on their face, slice off some toes, lop off their arms, graft wings on their spinal column. I'd be hard-pressed to tell the difference.
Well, we're just a hair's breadth away from being birds.
If you hurry, you can catch up with him.
Oh, Larry, you're so wise. I'm never gonna forget you.
Larry, what you just did was wonderful.
Then why do my insides feel like they've just been worked over by a Benihana chef? I have no girl. I have no brothers. I have no home. Stand back, Daryl. I got a Pop-Tart in my pocket. I'm not afraid to use it. What's that? Oh, my, a lovely chafing dish. To Larry and Kathy, good luck wherever you may roam.
Oh. They've accepted Larry's relationship?
I guess I'm the only one who hasn't.
Daryl, this is beautiful, aside from the spelling. But Miss Kathy just left town with her previous fiancé. I realize you'll probably taunt me for the rest of my days, but go ahead. Do your worst. Oh, you're the best, brothers. Sometimes things just go so right with that DNA.
Meow.